The job has been done. The deal is done. Well, not the deal. The game is finished, of course. This is a bit late for me. Second leg at BØDO GLIMT Stadium. We did it 2-1, 2-0. I think it was 2-0. I can't even remember. We don't even care. We went in 3-1 up. And, of course, we didn't let that cinder. We won 2-0, 5-1 on aggregate. We are through to the UEFA Europa League final, of course. Big ups to BØDO GLIMT for getting that far. Of course, they knocked out some big teams along the way. Lyon, I want to say, or something like that. Lille? I don't know. Not Lyon. Man United did that. And, of course, Manchester United stood firm on business against... Who did they play? Athletic Club Bilbao. I think they beat them 4-1 or 3-1 in the second leg. So it is going to be an all-English Europa League final. Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur. Now, you know, this game can bring a lot. Of course, we haven't been defeated by Manchester United this season. They do sit above us by a point at the moment. Both we and they play tomorrow at 2:15 PM as I'm recording this. Of course, Tottenham are playing against... I'm not sure. Both games are at 2:15 though. Let's have a little quick gander. But of course, the game happens on Wednesday, 21st March. We are playing Crystal Palace. And Man United are playing... And Manchester United are playing West Ham at the exact same time. Manchester United currently sit 15th place with 39 points. I think not 39 points. They sit above us. I know that much. Hang on, let's pull up the table. Manchester United currently sit 15th with 39 points, and we are 16th with 38. Of course, if we win and they lose, we'll go above them. West Ham are 17th with 37, who are their opponent, and then Crystal Palace are 12th with 46. Anyway, back to the games. Of course, it was a great performance again. I don't think we played as well, but again, not really needed. We went in with a 3-1 lead. And that was at our home stadium. All we needed to do was not lose 2-0, and we would have gone through with that extra time, and that's what we did. We held on quite well, actually. You know, it was still a good performance, despite already basically being through. You know, and we did, I'd say, very, very well, despite where we are in the Premier League, despite, you know, some struggles that we faced this season so far, I should say. I'm just trying to open FOTMob to get some stats and facts up for you about the game. More about the final, it will be Wednesday, 21st of May in Bilbao itself. So if Bilbao went through, they would have played at their home, not home stadium, but home country, as it were. So, you know, it's in Bilbao, and it is 8 PM, I think, on the 21st of May. Let's have a look. It is 8 PM, yeah, 8 PM on Wednesday, 21st of May. So the game, of course, not of course, because I didn't know, I couldn't remember. It ended 2-0 to Tottenham. The goals came from Dominic Solanke on the 63rd and Pedro Porro on the 69th, whereas Manchester United defeated Athletic Club Bilbao 4-1. So they actually won 7-1 on aggregate, whereas we won 5-1 on aggregate. BØDO GLIMT actually dominated possession in that game, 69-31. However, we had a higher XG of 0.77, 8 shots with 2 big chances. It does look like, yeah, they had a penalty cancelled in the 94th minute. Not that that would have changed much. It would have made the game a bit more interesting. Of course, there was 6 minutes between our 2 goals. Dominic Solanke got the first, actually assisted by the captain Romero, and then the second came on the 69th minute through Pedro Porro, assisted by Dejan Kulusevski. Between those goals, Guillermo Vicario actually got a yellow card. I think he'll be fine to play, and Brennan Johnson went off. In terms of other stats and facts, we did have a lot of possession when we were, like, sort of going towards the goals. So, of course, Dominic Solanke and Pedro Porro scored the all-important goals in the second half, as Spurs did survive some scares early on from the hosts. Of course, we have reached our first European final since 2019, when we lost to Liverpool in the Champions League final, 2-0, and now we will face Manchester United in another all-English final, who did indeed beat Athletic Club Bilbao 7-1 on aggregate in the other semi-final. Now, Blomberg was left unmarked at the far post on the 8th minute corner, but rushed his effort, firing into the side netting under no pressure. Udogie then saw a low drive across the face of goal, pushed away by Nikita Hakin, who then tipped Porro's dipping free kick over the crossbar. Yves Bissouma tried his luck from the edge of the box following a corner, but his went over the top. But then it was all Tottenham in the second half. Goals came on the 63rd minute. It was Tell's corner into the box. Romero towered above everybody, nodded it down, and Solanke poked it past Hakim. And then 6 minutes later, fate was sealed effectively. It was Udogie down the left. Then Kulusevski helped him on, teed up Porro, who was going to cross, and then I think there was a bit of trouble with Hakin in goal. Of course, BØDO GLIMT did keep pushing to the end. Sorlil did have a shot, but it was straight down the middle at Guglielmo, and there was a penalty for Sorlil, but VAR turned it over. So one game from glory. Now, we haven't won back-to-back away games in major European competition since November 2013, but this performance and the last performance away saw that end, and this was our 9th consecutive win in the Europa League, doing so for the first ever time in a major European competition. And Solanke played his part, scoring his 9th goal contribution in the competition with 5 goals and 4 assists. So, I am going to do all in one video. This is my Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur preview, or sort of like a prediction. Now, I have high hopes for Tottenham Hotspur. I do think we can win, and I hope we do win. Lift the trophy in Bilbao. Of course, Harry Kane's won his first trophy ever, and Tottenham Hotspur could be winning their first trophy since 2008, all in the same season. Unfortunately, it won't be won with Harry Kane, and he won his first trophy without Tottenham. However, I think we are going to win. We haven't lost to Manchester United this season. I think it was 4-3 and 1-0. I think we've played them 3 times this season so far. Let's have a quick look. I think we played them 3 or 4 times, maybe 3 times. Man United. Sorry about this. Man United. There we go. There's the final. Let's come on. What do you mean no internet? Eh? Hang on, give me a second. So, of course, I think we will still be without Heung-min Son, which is a bit problematic. We won't see Maddison, he's had a knee injury. We won't see Bergvall, most likely. He's out with an ankle injury. And, of course, no Dragusin, he has had an ACL injury. As for them, though, they have loads of injuries. Well, Heaven is doubtful. Dalot out till mid-May. Maguire is doubtful. Xerxes out for the season. Martinez out till early January. De Ligt out till mid-May. And Collier out till mid-May. So hopefully they miss all of them players. Head-to-head. So this season so far, we beat them 3-0 away in the Premier League on the 14th of January 2024. When did the season start? It would have been September, wouldn't it? So we beat them 3-0 away on the 29th of September. 2024. We beat them 4-3 at home in the EFL Cup on 19th of December. And then we beat them at home in the Premier League 1-0. So we have 3 wins out of 3 against them in the season, both in the Premier League and 1 in the EFL Cup. As for last season, it was 2-0 at home, then 2-2 draw. And the season before that, it was a 2-0 loss and a 2-2 draw. So overall, against Manchester United, we've won 11 times, we've lost 15 times, and we've drawn 7 times. But Tottenham Hotspur haven't lost to Manchester United in their last 6 meetings. 4 wins, 2 draws. Let's see what people on FootMob said. There's been 59,398 votes. 36% think Tottenham are winning, 59% think Man United are winning, 6% think it's going to go to extra time and or penalties. So, be there for the live watch along, most likely I'll do one. Wednesday, 21st of May, 8 PM, Tottenham Hotspur v Man United for the Europa League Trophy 2025 in Bilbao. Thank you very much for watching this review of the semi-final second leg and the preview and prediction for the final. Thank you very much for watching. See you in a bit. Have a good one.